Three, two, one, action. Hi guys, good morning. You are once again welcome to Catfish Solution Academy. My name once again still remains Otola Isa Abiodun DTM, your anchor, and today I'll be taking you through some trails of Catfish artificial hatchery. Today I'll be monitoring and supervising a farm for the hatchery process, and so I'll be supervising and be monitoring the process. And for those of you who really want to go into catfish hatchery, this is the high time for you guys to learn, to seek advice, to get mentored, to know the principles of hatchery, to see maybe hatchery is profitable or not. Then you can now go into it. So from this video, as we are watching, I'll be telling you some tips that you need to know about being a successful breeder. So today, as I'm monitoring, you will be learning some things. Hatchery process, as we all know, we also call it breeding, as we all know, is one of the most profiting area in catfish farming and virtually in all other livestock businesses. Because if you are going into birds or going into any kind of a livestock, the hatchery process, the breeding process, is still remain one of the active and one of the profiting value chain in that business, because that is what produces what we are now rearing. So as a catfish farmer, there are two ways of breeding, which we call the artificial breeding and the natural breeding, which we call the catfish inseminations. So these are the two parts of a breeding process we do have, and presently, generally, the most common one is the artificial hatching, which is the dissecting of the male spawner and the female spawner, and crossing them and giving a fryers. That means we start producing our what we call the popular fingerlings. So how do you come about this? I will be telling you just few hints to, by the time you go through this hint, you will know if you'll be successful in catfish hatchery or not. The first point I'll be giving you today is what we call your persistency. Persistency in catfish breeding means whenever you fail, you look front and continue. This is very important key. This is not all about the managerial process now. This is not all about the factors now. These are the key important factors that you need to be prepared for to be a successful catfish hatcher. You must be persevere too as well. Persevere. You must be persevere. You must any kind of challenges you face, you must continue. So then after then we can be talking about, and you must ready to fail, and you must ready to face challenges. So all these are very important factors in catfish breeding process. So then we can now be talking about one, your spacing, which is very important in catfish breeding, because some people does not really understand what we call spacing. Fish needs spacing, and there's no matter how you want to produce that, you won't create the enable space required for that fish at a particular period. That means if you hatch maybe in the cup you see me holding, you can as well hatch inside. But peradventure, you now had maybe thousands of fryers that comes out. Where is the space that you space them not to be congested, polluted, and begin to stress up and die? So what you'll be looking at is your spacing. After your spacing, that means the type of ponding system you want to use, your incubator, your nursery pond. That is what you'll be thinking of, how to get the dimension that will be suitable for you, how to lay heat, how to prepare heat, what factors you need inside so that this farm can be successful enough. There are a lot of breeders around, and there are a lot of breeders that go into more researches, and there are a lot of breeders that love equipment in order to support their success. But there are some breeders that are not into equipment. They do try and error and they pass. So this is what I'm telling you, that you must be perseverance. You must know what they call breeding. I can tell you, I visit a lot of farms. I visit some farms that the equipment is enough, or some people will ask me if I can build up a farm for them. So by the time I'm telling them the terms, they'll be telling me every equipment that they needed in the farm. While when I'm mentoring some people, if I should mention any kind of equipment, they will say no, that they just want to do something. So it depends on your capacity. It depends on your desire, your drive into the business. So that's why I'm telling you, you can do it in a normal way and can still be successful. Don't think you cannot be successful. You'll be successful. But the only thing that really matters in catfish breeding is the water. Make sure that you get your water right. There are a lot of parameters that control breeding. Make sure that you get all these breeding the parameters right. It is very, very important for you. If your water is not good, there is something we call the bad water. If you are in an area that you have a bad water, I bet you it may be very, very difficult for you to be successful. The only way you can be successful in any bad water is that water revolves. And when water revolves, you can be lucky at that particular time when water revolves at a positive level to your area, so you can breed and be successful. And how will you know if your water is okay or not? The only thing to know is by testing with a sophisticated equipment, or you try and error. So by the time it goes to the aces of your card, that means you have checked it and you have gone through a successful business. So these are just what you need to prepare yourself on in catfish breeding. And if you really want to know about catfish hatchery and breeding process, price management, there are a lot of lay down rules I have on ground that can make you successful. A lot of people outside Nigeria and in Nigeria are buying my books and video on catfish hatchery and breeding processes, and they are telling you they are making it real and good. I have a lot of testimonies I've shared on this group. They are making it good. So if you think you still really want to be successful in catfish hatchery and price management, make sure that you get my ebook I title Catfish Hatchery and Price Management. And if you are looking into getting the visuals, because there are some people that love visuals, if you really love visuals, I have a video that will take you through that ride. You don't need, this is more than taking into a 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour seminars. The information you get is powerful. This will make you automatically successful, I bet you. So you can get the video that I title Catfish Hatchery and Price Management. This will take you through your day 1 to day Z of catfish hatchery as a professional. These are power-packed videos and ebooks that will guide you through all the terminologies of how to be a successful catfish breeder in an easy format. So I've laid it down for you for any a catfish farmer to be highly successful in this business. And again, there are a lot of equipments on ground that you can get to be successful. We have the pH kit, that means the liquid reagent pH kit, the liquid one. We have the digital one. We have the CO2 tester. We have the nitrite tester. We have the nitrate tester. We have your filter, that means your Fonsent filter. We have load and lot of equipment that will make you successful in cartridge business. And if you need my mentorship, very good, contact me. We can do the same way we do to this client of ours. So we visit your farm, we monitor your hatchery, and I leave the same day. And if you want me to stay an extra, we'll talk about the cost. There's no cost of alarm. I will tell you, I was telling somebody, hatchery business, if you invest if you invest 1 million naira on hatchery business, that means you use it to get a consultant, you use it to get a mentor to mentor you on hatchery, and you get it right, you can make that money in just a single hatchery. If you can hatch maybe 5 to 10 females and you have a very good result, I mean a very good result, you will gain times 3 or times 5 of that amount on a hatchery process. I have a female hatcher breeder in Abuja that I mentor. He bought my videos and my ebooks. That's where it started, and I can tell you the minimum of what he got in one single fish, she got around 30,000 pieces. And the one she's doing presently, she told me she's getting more than that. And so you can imagine how profiting catfish breeding is all about. So make sure that you watch this video to the end so that you can see the result we got after 26 hours of this hatchery process after removing the kakaban. So what we got here is marvelous. This will tell you there's no how you can do it. If God be on your side, I bet you'll be successful, highly successful in catfish hatchery. So make sure that you watch this video to the end. Make sure that you click on the notification button. Make sure that you share and like. Make sure that you click on the motivation button as it works. Make sure that you subscribe. It's very important for you to subscribe so that this can as well give us more encouragement about people watching us, getting our free informations and making it happen in each area they have. So all the points, all the areas you are seeing in this hatchery process is the area you have to go into. This is the simple method of hatchery and breeding. They are just the simple process. And again, there is what we call the thermometer, the water thermometer, the water heater. The water thermometer is very, very important for every catfish breeder to get. You can contact me and I can send you to all these products anywhere you are in the world. So the thermometer will take care of your latency period and your incubating period, so that you will know when to hatch, when your fishes will be coming out, if your water is suitable for the temperature of your water is suitable for your breeding process. So all this you need to know to be successful in a catfish hatchery business. I told you another factors you need to be well informed about is about your brood stocks. Brood stocks are what we call the spina. They are the parent stock. These are what will give you the desired result. If you don't take care of your brood stock, if you don't feed them very, very well, they can give you the not result you are still looking for in the business. But that means you need to take care of your brood stock very well. Another thing is that you need to understand what we call the inbreed. Inbreed, once you do an inbreed, it may come out, or by the end of the day they started dying. So make sure that you watch this video to the end to see the result what we got after 26 hours of our hatchery. So thank you so much. My name once again is Abiodun DTM, your anchor on Catfish Solution Play.
After 26 hours.
Montana. And this is the hatchery process after about 29 hours. These are the result of what we get after 29 hours. This is the kakaban that is being taken off. And I told you about the supervision of the hatchery process we are involved in. So this is the very good result of 29 hours on dot. Why you are not seeing much is because of the color of the incubator, because the incubator is dark, so that is why you may not be able to see all. But what we have here is around 95% successful. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th incubator. This is the 6th incubator. As you can see, there are mass. There are loads of them here. You can see there are lots of them here. So later we start the flow-through system. So later we start up the flow-through system.